Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Yazz'n It Up. In today's video, I'm here with a halfway mark update for my project pan. So this project pan was lasting me from January 1st to April 30th. So this is just a halfway mark. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I completed already, the progress that I've made, and I've even rolled in a few items as well. So I decided to make this a rolling project pan, which means that I'm able to roll items in as I roll items out. So I did finish some of my items that I first started with. I picked 7 to begin and I added a few more. So if you guys are interested to see my progress, just keep on watching. Otherwise, I do have an intro that you guys can go watch and it will be listed down below for you. So I'm gonna start with the item that I'm most excited about. I was able to complete my BH Cosmetics and Carly Bible eyeshadow palette. So this has actually been a Pan That palette for a while. I've been doing Pan That palette on my Instagram, so if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you definitely should. And I only had 2 more eyeshadows that I had to finish. So this is what my empty palette looks like. It's super dirty and dingy, but all of these are empty except for this one. I think I'm just gonna depot this one, but all of these are completely empty. I was able to use all of them up and I'm just so excited about it because this is out of my collection. She does have a second palette that I think she came out with BH Cosmetics, and I have that one, and honestly I think it's better than this one, so I'm not going to repurchase this one, but I was happy to have it. It was nice while it lasted, but after I depot this last shadow, this is going to go in my empties video. So there's one item in my project down. Next item I was able to finish was the perfume that I added into this project. This is the Kimberly Lafume perfume. This is from Five Below. It was $5. So this was the only perfume in my collection that wasn't technically a perfume. So I went ahead and added this in my project and I used it completely up. Nothing sprays out of this anymore. It smelled really good. It just doesn't last as long as a perfume, which is why I wanted to add this into my project. So this is completely empty as well. A couple items that I am still working on. I included 2 of these mini Bath & Body Works candles into this project and I counted them as one item, and I was able to completely use up one of them. This is the Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. And it smells so good, but when you light it, it absolutely has no scent through. I don't smell anything. And this other one is in Eucalyptus Mint, and this one smells really good actually. As you can see, I haven't used it all the way up, so technically this product is half used up because I used this one up, but I didn't use this one. And this one actually has a good scent throw. Actually, when I light this, I walk into my room and actually smell this one. So this one is really nice. I'm going to continue to use this until this is completely gone because I have so many of these mini ones that I just don't use them. So that's why I added it into my project. So I'm halfway done with this item. Next item I am also still working on. This is a Ulta Butter Bomb lip gloss, and it is in the shade Belle, and this is just a mini size, but I haven't been able to use this. I try to put this on whenever I remember, really. Usually I only wear lipstick and lip gloss on Sundays when I go to church, so I'm not really putting this on through the week, which I could probably push myself to use more often. So this is still kind of half full at least, so I'm really pushing myself to use up this mini by the end of April as well. I added in a foundation in this project, and it was the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, and I was actually able to use this up completely. I even took this thing apart and started scraping on the insides, and it is completely done. I cannot get any more use out of this. So I decided to roll in a foundation because I had used this one completely up. So the oldest foundation in my collection is the Sonia Kashuk. This is the Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation, and it's A, too dark for me, and B, not my favorite formula. It smells like granny's powder. Like, it just smells really bad, and like I said, it's not my shade. So I'm trying to work this in with other foundations in my collection, like lighter ones, and I'm trying to balance it off, but this is just so orangey and dark for me that I really just want to get as much use as I can. I know I'm not going to be able to finish this by April because I only use like a pump a day, but even if I can get more use out of it, I find that a success in my book. Another item that I completely used up, this is the Fizz and Bumble lip scrub in the watermelon scent, and this one originally I thought was going off, and then when I started actually using it, it was completely off. It smelled so bad. It smelled like crayons, and it was just really nasty. So I ended up using this like on my elbows and on my feet, so I was able to scrub those areas, but I was not putting this near my lips because this is a lip scrub, so I used it up that way and it went a lot quicker. So I'm just glad this is out of my collection because I honestly don't use lip scrubs that often, so it was fun while it lasted. Next 2 items I am also rolling into my project. I didn't have these in my original intro. So the first one here is the Ellen Tracy Duo Blush and Bronzer, and I'm going to go ahead and put a picture when I first started. I think I added this like mid-February, so I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of it now. And this is what it's looking like now. I have a lot of pan. I mean, granted, I did have pan when I first started, but you can see a lot more pan now. So I actually love this duo, and I decided to put this in because I don't want it to go bad, and I don't want to just push it aside because I don't want to use it up. I want to enjoy it while it's good. The blush is wonderful and the bronzer is fantastic. So I absolutely love this duo, and my plan is to use this up completely by the end of April, and I think I will be able to because I use this just about every day. Next item that I decided to roll in was this concealer. This is my oldest concealer in my collection. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic concealer, and it is in the shade CW02. So this is kind of light for me. I originally bought this for eyelid primer, like for my eyeshadow, but I have been mixing it in with other concealers underneath my eyes, and I've been working it. I can't tell how much product is in here, but I can tell you that I do need to take the stopper out soon. So I'm super excited because I know how much product is still in there once you do take the stopper out, but I can tell I'm halfway done because not as much product is coming out on the one than it usually does. So I'm pretty excited to use this up, and like I said, it's the oldest one in my collection, so I want to get this out by the end of April. And last but not least, I also decided to add in another palette for my Pan That palette. So the Carly Bible one, I feel like I definitely started at the end of 2018 or even like 2019, and I'm just finishing it now. So this palette, this is the Disney Villains Cast a Spell Beauty Book, and this is the Evil Queen from Snow White. And I decided to pick this because I've got this so long ago. I got this at Walgreens years ago when I was still living in Pennsylvania, so it's been a couple years, and I've had this for a while. And the reason I'm picking this is because I don't usually gravitate towards it when I'm looking for something to play with or when I'm doing everyday makeup drawers. So I want to completely use this palette up. So this is the palette. I'm trying not to blind you guys with the mirror, but it has a bunch of neutral shades in it, and it even has a bronzer in here. So it came with a brush initially. I also had an eyeshadow primer that I used up a while back. I had an eyeliner in here, and another little like eyeshadow brush. So it has a bunch of neutrals in it, like I said. Some of them really cool tone, I feel like. This is a really nice palette, but the pigmentation isn't fantastic, so that's why I usually don't gravitate towards it. But I think it'll be a great pairing palette for other palettes, like if I have a lot of shimmers or if I just want to add a glitter on top of one of these eyeshadows. I think it'll be great. So I want to use this palette completely up, not by the end of April. I'm just sharing this with you guys because the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible one was my Pan That palette, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this one. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I always do all of my updates for my Pan That palette on Instagram, so you guys will be able to see the progress I'm making, and I'll probably show you guys during my Project Pan updates how I'm doing on this one as well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. I love doing project pans, and like I said, this one will be lasting until April 30th. So I will not be rolling in any more items because I'm not going to be doing any more updates. So all of these items that I haven't finished yet, hopefully I'll be able to reach my goals by April 30th. There will be a finale video coming out, so stay tuned for that. You can subscribe to my channel. It's the red button down below, and then there's a little bell that you can click on next to it to get notifications when I upload new videos. I do beauty related videos, and I try to upload once a week or so. And also all of my social media is listed down below, so you guys can follow me on Instagram to see how well my Pan That palette goes. I feel like because there's not as many eyeshadows, it won't take me as long to pan this palette. So my Instagrams are listed down below. I have one for my business and my personal one that you guys can follow me on, and then also my Snapchat is listed down below. All right, I hope you guys have a great day.